Hi Cancer, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your Angel Tarot and Angel Oracle readings for the month of September 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos that I put out on YouTube. And thank you to all the beautiful subscribers subscribing every day to these. I want you to realize this is strictly a general reading, and if you want clarity, accuracy, and any answers to any questions, I welcome and invite you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki healing session. So, Cancer, let's get on with our beautiful Oracle and Tarot reading for the month of September. The first card that you've been given, Cancer, for the beginning of the first week of September is an Earth card, and you have been given the Six of Earth. And this is a wonderful card because, as you can see in the graphics, there's the scales with you receiving gifts. Now, gifts can come in the form of time, effort, or money. But I do see that some of you will be getting that. Some of you will be getting money coming into you, probably. I see some of you, it's an inheritance check. Others, I see it's a refund of some sort. Others, I see that you're going to be getting money. Well, they just said the word lottery, so that doesn't come up very often. And others, I see that it's going to be in the form of an increase at your place of employment. Other people are going to be receiving time off, time to do the things that they want. Perhaps some of you have asked for a longer vacation or time that maybe you hadn't been allowed scheduled at your place of employment because of seniority, but due to the circumstances, you're going to be allowed to have this time. Efforts. Some of you are going to be getting credit and notice for the effort that you've been putting into an event, a project, some sort of endeavor that you've been working on. I do see some of you will be moving towards a new career. I do see that there's some opportunities coming out to some of you where you're going to be able to walk your path towards a new career. Some of you may be leaving your job and going to a different country where you've had to apply for a job there, but you're going to be getting a new career, some of you. Now, for some of you that have applied to borrow money for whatever, please, and you're waiting to hear how it's been, if it's been approved, please know those that have borrowed money or are applying to borrow money, that it has been approved and you will get those monies. Those of you that have been trying to clear a long-standing debt, know that you're going to have the resources to finally pay that off. Cancer, you got Justice, major card for the middle of the first week. And this is all about having to deal with people who bring in challenges into our lives where we're faced to make fair and just decisions and choices that are determined around their energy and what they've brought in. And it's not always pleasant. Now, some of you may be dealing with lawyers and legal issues in courts as well. Some of you, I see it's matrimonial and the division of properties and the separation of dwellings. Some of you, I do see you're in court trying to get compensation for something and money to come into you that is owed to you justifiably. For others, I see you're sitting in the jury box and that you've been subpoenaed to go and witness and make these fair and just decisions around someone else's fate. So stand up for your own beliefs if it's you that's been pulled up on your platform and your podium to have to speak your truth and defend yourself. So please stand up for your own beliefs, and you know you will do what is right. Now, your oracle message for the end of that reading for the first week is undying love. Look at that. Look at that. It says, the love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So this tells me maybe some of you are in a relationship and it's ended. For whatever reason, it could be the loss of someone's life. It could also be the parting of ways because you know, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it was eternal, but for some reason it was cut short for some of you. Please know that regardless of the situation, that love will always remain here in your heart. They don't show me this as a breakup. they show me this as, you know, as perhaps a passing suddenly of someone that you had been, you know, so madly in love with. But please know that when we carry that eternal love in our heart, it is so special that we miss it so much that we go out and we find love again. It will never be the same, because no two people are the same together, and everyone is a single fingerprint in time. But know that it is possible. When you've had that great love, you will miss it tremendously, and someone will walk back on your path that you will be able to unite with, and will be able to connect with, and be able to share love again with. I like that card. The beginning, Cancer, of the second week, you've been given the Knight of Earth. And Earth cards, again, have to do with the material part of our lives, and often our careers and professions, and how we bring that currency into our lives. It can have to do with our family lives, our intimate family, and the people therein. It can have to do with Mother Nature and the ecosystem. Some of you may be, you know, working for a cause in nature, or you perhaps work outdoors with nature. But regardless, it's showing me that there's work that needs to be done, and there's work that's unfinished. So you're going to have to buckle down and, you know, put your head down. I do see that perhaps you've had to put things on hold because you've been distracted with other very important things that needed to be done. You know, this, I keep coming back to this card that, you know, some of you Cancers have lost a loved one, and you haven't been able to regain 100% to be working and dealing with your job site. For, you know, this is for some of you. This is a general reading, but that's what my guides are showing me for some of you. A very strong energy of that. So it's time to buckle down and get things done, and honor your commitments now that you previously made that you haven't had the time, or for whatever reason couldn't do it. But please know you're not alone. This is that card that shows the guardian angel with their hand on your back, and they're giving you a help. They're guiding you through this and saying, we can get it done. I do see that you have other people around you that are going to step up. They've already been handling this situation for you up to now, and they're going to step up and continue to do that. They understand your situation. They're sympathetic to that. So please know that you will get the help, and you will be eased back now into the workforce, and you'll be able to get this job done. Some of you, it may not be work, you know, it may not have to do with work, but this is what the Earth card is showing me today for the general energy that's out there to do with this Knight of Earth. Now, Cancer, in the middle of the second week, you've been given the Three of Fire. And fire cards have to do with our self-development. It has to do often with taking ourselves places we normally wouldn't go, doing things we normally wouldn't do, and taking risks we normally wouldn't take, all for our self-development. And sometimes that's, you know, leaps of faith and places in business and that we normally wouldn't go, or stepping out and opening up our own business and doing things like that. But I do see that things are getting better. Things are looking up. I see that abundance is coming into some of you, and you need to have patience at this time. When this comes in, you're going to be able to make long-term plans. Some of you, I see you're selling something, selling property, selling a business, selling something like that that's going to bring in this money. It's going to take time. With these types of things, you're waiting for that exact right person to purchase this. Excuse me for that time span here. My husband's computer, for some reason, has to tell us the time, so I may have to turn that off on him. But what I'm saying about abundance is it may come in the form of money through property that has been sold, or a business that has been sold. That's what it's showing me. But abundance can come in all forms: time, effort, or money. This particular energy that's coming into me right now for the Cancers is you may be selling some big ticket item. It could be your home. It could be an extra vehicle. It could be a business. Some of you may be selling part of a business and keeping your own interest in it in some form or another. But regardless, I do see money coming in for this type of situation. At the end of the second week, Cancer, you've been given Sorceress. This has been coming up a lot in readings, and this basically says no matter how dark things seem to you at the saddest times, that, you know, the moon comes out at night when it's that dark, and it illuminates everything. So what that means is there's light at the end of the tunnel again, and you're again going to be able to see the light shine. If you're seeing things right now through the eyes of grief or through your eyes of sadness or disappointment, know that you're a very amazing person. You're magical. You have the ability to manifest and make things happen when you put your mind to it. So you need to look with clear intentions and be real about it. Okay, so know that things are going to improve, and it's with your persona and your mindset looking at things that way that things will improve and get better, and you're going to get back on your feet again. 3 of air for the beginning of the 3rd week. And air cards have to do with legal systems. That you had the justice the 1st week, Cancer, so it has to do with legal issues, or it has to do with dealing with having to make fair and just decisions and choices around people. It could be very simple. It could be, just having to be in the jury box, but it could have to do with maybe disbursements of chattels and property and personal items, where you're like an executor to a will or something. I do see that it can cause some, disappointments and maybe a little bit of challenge there. But please know that you need to take time to heal. If it's grief over the loss of a loved one, then it does take time to heal. And you need to forgive yourself and others if people step up at these times that say things or do things that can be offensive or hurtful. It's not your problem, but in order for you to move forward and heal, you need to forgive. And if there's things within yourself that you feel you wronged someone, you have to be able to forgive yourself for doing that too. So I do see there's some sadness here, but you need to take time to heal. And the word that they give me that will resolve this and ease this along will be forgiveness. Now you've got the Ace of Air for the middle of that 3rd week, Cancer, and this is the beginning of something new coming into some of you. Someone may have come up and recommended something for you in your life to help you along your path. And they're going to be there to guide and inspire you and get you motivated again, get you moving again, get you excited again about a new brilliant idea. You're going to be able to see a situation that you wondered about for a while, and you're going to see the truthfulness in this situation coming in. Now, aces are the beginnings of things in all suits, and this will be the beginning of things changing on your path and you getting motivated again and seeing things in a, things in a brighter light. But in the beginning, things could be challenging before you start to see that light, before you have this exciting, situation coming and ideas coming into you. You have to clear out the old in order for you to start living again 100% the way you were before. Now, at the end of the 3rd week, Cancer, you've been given endings and beginnings. How ironic. Okay, so the old must be released so that the new can enter. So you're starting to see things now. You've kept you've kept your heart, you've kept your hand close to your heart for this last little while, it's showing me, but now you're going to be able to see things in a different light, and you have to let go of the past. Sometimes it's grieving over the loss of someone who walked out of a relationship or passed away suddenly on you, and we're left alone, and we've had time now to let the grief go, but keep those special emotions, the special feelings and love still deep in our heart. But you're starting to live again. You're going to move forward again. We have to let go. If it's bad situations that you've been dealing with, negative situations, Cancer, that you've been dealing with, you've got to let them go. We have to always let the past go. If it's good memories of the past, we keep them in our hearts, sealed in that special place. But if they're bad memories, we cannot move forward in a positive direction if we're dragging that toxic waste with us. So clear it away, let it go, in order to free yourself and open that door to a new beginning. Our final week, Cancer, you've been given a 5 of Earth for the beginning of that 4th week of September, And this is telling me that some of you may be a bit concerned about finances and money. You may be sitting there thinking, things are a little bit tight now. The business isn't doing as well as I thought. I'm worried about money. You need to accept the help from others. So some of you may need something as simple as having a budget set up for you, or tweaking a budget a little bit for you, moving money around that you can access better. It could have to do with, just tweaking how you spend your money and pulling in your belt buckle one notch a little bit. We're all guilty of things like that happening. Sometimes things come up unexpected where, you're spending money on a big ticket item that, the car broke down. You need a car to go to work or whatever. So please know that you need to go and seek out the professional wisdom of someone. It could be, your banker, your financial advisor, your lawyer, somebody who's there to guide you through this, to help you through, to ease your mind and remove that stress of worry about money. I also see that some of you that are self-employed, it is a concern. Things may not have been as, lucrative, and you've not made the profit as of late that you thought you would have, or you should have, and you need to. So again, this is an advisory card to tell you to go seek out help and sit down and have a head-to-head discussion about this, because this card says basically that that's what you need to do, and you will resolve this with professional help. In the middle of the final week, I love this card. This is life experience. So this is a major card. And this is all about, a particular life event, significant life event that, either has just happened for some of you, or you're just starting into that life event. And, it's going to be, or it has been, quite a revelation that has brought in change in your life. And, sometimes, with some, again, I'm going to say there may have been the loss of a loved one where now you're on your own. And I mean, it was a major, major shock and a life change for some of you. We all have been there at one point or another in our lives, and it changes things. It changes people. It changes our life. It changes where we're going and on our direction and how we look at life. But you know what? It's going to lead to change, and now you're going to be able to, you're settling in now, and that process is moving on, and you realize again, you're going to open that door and you're going to walk through it, and there is a new future coming into you. So, you need to do that in a positive way. You need to start living again and move forward, Cancer, in that direction. So it's time to spread your wings, my friend. You're going to be solo, and you can fly again. So, your wing may have been broken and wounded for a while for some of you, but it's mended now, and time will mend, heal the wounds in time, and it does happen. So this is your time. This is the card that says, now spread your wings and fly, my friend. Now, the final card for the end of September, Cancer, you have been given Guardian. So this is what the Guardian is saying. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So if you've been feeling alone, or you've been feeling lonely, or you've been feeling at a loss and worrying unnecessarily, we all are guilty of doing that time and time again. This is confirmation to say that we're never actually ever alone. And even in the physical world, if we don't have someone here to give us that hug, give us that, confirmation that we're protected and we're taken care of, that your guardian angel is always with you. You're never, ever alone. In fact, they show me that some of you have been getting signs to show you that you're thinking, I didn't put that there. I didn't move that there. How come I'm seeing dimes and feathers and butterflies and cardinals all the time? Because that's confirmation. Those are messages being given to you that you need to realize. You may feel in the physical world alone right now, but you're not alone. That spirits around you, the divines around you, and they're sending you these loving, protective messages. So your guardian angel is here, and you are protected, and so are your loved ones and your family around you. You're spiritually protected. So that's a great message to get. So some of you may have been feeling that way, but please know that you're not alone. Well, Cancer, I hope you have a fantastic September. Summer's going by so quickly, and I wish you a great remainder of this season. I'll see you again in October, and know that I continue, my friend, to stand in that circle of light for you.